Let's turn this down. Right down. Hello. Oh, check it out. I got like new emotes because I have like affiliate on Twitch. I think this is really cool, and I can make them. Let me just get in there. I can post them. I'm kind of like not very imaginative, so I just took Gadette, and because it's CC by I can't remember the guy. The same guy that does the logo made these, so you can now do Gadette, I suppose, if you don't want to pronounce the E. But I think they're like Portuguese, right? So you probably do. I don't know. That I think is pretty cool. How's it going, Mr. Forgettable? How you doing? You know, you were talking about where you were from the other day, and I think I remember you saying in a previous stream that you were from India because I asked you about the weather and you said it was like 40 degrees. Anyway. Okay, so we are freaking behind, bro, because I spent too long yesterday chasing bugs, and like, who cares? Let's forget about bugs. Let's get something done. Let's make a level. Because we don't have a level. So let's just change to the screen. Oh wait, there I am. So yes, I do know, Mr. Forgettable. Okay, so I've been working on this. This is the platform, and I can bring back all the assets. So we've got the walls for the staircase. We've got our little platform pillars, and then we've got stairs going up, and we'll just have like a mirror basically. And if we get time, we're gonna make a stair going up to like an exit area, but you can't actually get out. It's just a dead end. And maybe we'll put some goodies up there for people to explore. I don't know, like, we're just gonna build it until we can't build it anymore. I don't know when the due date is tomorrow morning, like sometime very early, so I'm not gonna wake up. What's a zombie game jam? It just is what it is. I'm not going to be able to wake up for this. It's due in 11 hours. So it is, okay, to be honest, 7 a.m. is doable for me. I could do that, but I don't, like, realistically, like, yeah, I can post at 7 a.m., but I'm not going to be able to do stuff before that, like, unless I wake up at like 5 a.m. But then realistically, what am I doing aside from like exporting the project and then uploading it? And realistically, we want to have that done. Realistically, I should have had that done already. I should have had today, Sunday, should be the export day. We exporting today, but I still haven't finished making the level, which is fine. We can do this. So I just fixed up the staircase because it was like, I'm not doing anything fancy for the staircase, you know, it's literally a 45-degree collision. So you're going up a ramp, it just looks like a staircase. But I noticed that when I got rid of the like assets, this is just the grid map, and the grid map is what the enemies can walk on. There's all this stuff underneath, and that's bad because the spawner will look at the grid map and say, hey, here's a place where you can spawn. So this stuff underneath the staircase needs to go. So that's what I'm going to start first. I think I can just hit delete. Yeah, let's get rid of that. So they won't spawn underneath the storage. Unless I give them a way out, it's not a smart idea. And if I give them a way out, I have to give me a way in, so... Yep. I find working with the grid map so difficult, but I don't really have a good alternative. I found the other alternatives to be kind of like a bit difficult in their own way. So it's like, what's the point anyway? Let's just fill in this bit that I accidentally chopped. So I suppose there's some risk that areas will have places where they can spawn. So what I might do is as we reach limits of zombies, we actually just despawn them just in case and spawn in new ones. Okay, why is there like places where the objects can be stood on over there? I don't know. Okay. Alright, so I haven't actually finished making the staircase on this side. Or maybe we don't need to make it a one-to-one. We make it like a dead end on one side. I don't know. Go up a level. Why does my staircase, why is it upside down? Wrong way. Okay, that's not at all where it starts. It's like on this line here. Staircase. Staircase. And we just go up. So the way I made it was just like, it's one by one, cut in half with like staircase looking stuff in between. I can't see anything. Who made this level? There's another one behind it. I think I might switch to like spawner objects. Might be safer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Delete, delete, delete. We gotta go down a level. I feel like they need to add like a highlight to the object so you can tell when you're like over another object, if that makes sense. And I've built this out pretty much correctly, I think. So I'll get it back to pavers and I'll fill in the pavers that I took out that look different now. Oh, because I've rotated it. Ugh. Where is it? Give me... Oh, good enough. Oh, you know, it is that one. It's just facing this way. Okay, good enough. Let's bring back the assets, see how we're looking. There's a gap here. There's kind of a bit of an issue with clipping as well. I'm gonna have problems. But that's just it's gonna be how it needs to be, because like I don't have a viable solution at the moment. I can't put these on the roof either. Like the zombies are just gonna spawn in other places. Let's make a wall here. This is like Minecraft, only way worse. I regret staying up late yesterday. I feel like crap. I'm not young, you know, so it hurts to stay awake. I don't need to go any taller. Start from the bottom, because if you go from the top, it becomes really difficult to see. So basically, I need an identical grid map for the roof. So that you can see, like, so that they don't spawn above it. Like, I don't know. Because basically how the spawner works, it basically looks at a point on the grid map and then it looks one above it and says, is there something there? And if there isn't, then it will spawn. So if I put it, they'll spawn on the roof. They will also spawn like along here as well. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so we've got that. I need to probably make a wall asset. Or, like I said, another grid map, so that I can build up the walls on the sides here, so that we can direct the player. What I'm noticing here is there's a gap in the floor, so let's get down there and fill that in. Sup, Mazkus 19? We'll go with that. Yeah, okay, let's bake the navigation map. Okay, this platform is too close. Platform 4, move it out a bit. Let's rebake the mesh. Okay. Oh yeah, look, they can walk on top of those. They can't spawn on top of them, so it doesn't really matter. I'm missing some bricks over here. And there's one just floating. Control F. Control F fills it in. Okay. Probably two more rows here. And then that's pretty even on both sides. Looking from above, it looks like I've forgotten it over there as well. One's longer than the other by 1 row. Same on this end. Interesting. Okay, it's still me. This is my old account, so I could watch on this PC. It's still me. I'm assuming Mr. Forgettable. I don't actually know. Rebake. Okay, let's run a quick test to make sure that things are spawning where they should. Yada yada yada. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta change that music before we publish this. Oh, there's a dude right behind me. See, this is why this level is better. Now I don't have as much visibility to move around, basically. Give me the shotgun. It's too good. But I suppose, like, still, like, out here is pretty safe. Like, you're going to be able to wander around. I'm going to make it so that you can get down off the platforms and stuff. So, but it's way narrower, and you can't run through the zombies anymore. So, even if you were backed right up against the edge, we're going to put, like, a dead end here. It's going to be harder. As time goes on, I assume it's going to be harder. Okay, and then we're already up to 18 zombies, but like because the level's a little bit bigger, you can't see them as much. I got to remove that printout as well, and I also wanted to do like a thing where we do. Where is start wave spawn zombies? So if it's less than 5, but if it's not, I want to make the zombies way faster and harder. Like you've reached a cap and now the zombies are going to come and get you. So there is a set stats function being called here, wave number +1. And so we can go elif else enemy to spawn. Oh no, because well we can go. We actually have a list now, so we can go for Z in zombies, and then we can go Z dot set stats, and what it wants is a number. So at the moment we're feeding it the wave number, but so we can just start accumulating another number. So I might go overtime. I'll call it something like that. Int. So we're going to go and then overtime equals += 1. No, wrong thingamajiggo. Go here. Overtime += 1 for Z and zombies set stats. And it's going to be wave number +1 plus overtime. And so they're just going to start moving faster and harder. So like it should make things a little bit more difficult if we reach that cap for something interesting to happen. Now reaching that cap is a whole other question to test this. Wave, time between waves. 0.1. Spawn speed. Let's just go 0.1 and like spawn a lot of zombies. And I guess I took out that print, but I still want to print. Spawn enemies. It was in the process function. Print, print orphan nodes, print. Zombeez.size. Okay, so we're gonna move up. Look at them all. There are already so many. Okay, and then now they're like moving so quick. And I died really quickly, but the game also started lagging like crazy. So I guess it's basically like if you reach 50, it's game over. Probably because I'm like doing a lot of... yeah, I don't know actually. I guess maybe it's not that it was lagging. Where's the debugger? Monitors. FPS dropped to 4. So yeah, I guess it caused a bit of a lace. Either you die or PC gives up. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, well, we'll leave it as is for now. It's kind of funny. I don't have time too much to think about it. Let's reset these figures. It works as intended. It's probably because of the spawn speed. So it was like continuously doing that. I don't know. Spawn speed 5 seconds because it was continuously calling that. So if we make it slower, it's probably okay. Wave number 1 and time between waves is 5 seconds. All right, fine. Let's get back to making this level. Okay, so I've got the basic skeleton. I need to put in some walls, which means I need to duplicate this. And I'm going to call it walls map because I don't want there to be spawning in, right? I don't want the zombies to spawn in. They use the ground grid map. So if I put anything on this one, they won't actually use it as the ground. Even though they can navigate around it, they won't actually be able to use it. So that's pretty much how we want it to be. So we can build up the outer edges, I guess. This is probably a really slow way to do it, but it is going to be how I do it. I guess this wall needs to go actually behind here as well. It's not quite positioned correctly. Bit of clipping. It's alright. It doesn't have to be perfect. And this will just let me know how tall the roof needs to be. Don't know what I'm going to do for the roof. I guess this is it, right? In fact, it's a little bit too tall now. So this is for sure. What? Axis? Edit. Z axis? Y axis. Okay, thank you. What the heck? I want to go shift. And that's pretty much the roof size. So I can just fill that in now in mass. Nothing is going to be higher than this. And we can go over a little bit, that's okay. Although I was saying before, I really shouldn't put the roof in until last. So I'm an idiot, don't do it. Let's get the walls done and then worry about that. Because it gets too hard to look at what's below. You know what I'm saying? I paused the music and now it's kind of boring because I'm just like doodling. essentially. Media library. Kevin McLeod with the jazz, I reckon. Add to playlist. I don't know if that worked. Add to playlist. There we go. Airport lounge. There we go. Now we got something chill. How we all doing tonight? It's Sunday for me. We're just hanging out. Alrighty. Let's keep going up. I hate doing levels. You know, I never really liked Minecraft either as a game. I enjoyed it a little bit when I was playing with my friends, but for the most part, like, it's just not my thing, to be honest. And I'm sorry if that upsets you. Let's make this a little bit more viewable. Blasphemy. Yeah, just not my thing. I'm playing it like right now. Well, there you go. If you like it, you like it. There's nothing wrong with that. I just got bored. It was like, what am I supposed to be doing? Just living. But I do that in real life as well. Yeah. I mean, I say that at the same time as someone who like plays MMOs just to kill time. That's like my cozy guilty pleasure. Okay, we're at the roof now. I suppose they're... So it's just like different big ass farms is weird. It's pretty much endgame. Yeah, it's like you're not really doing anything. But for some people that's fun and that's okay. I like the early game. See, like when I played it, I was like, it's actually kind of fun to just go around and dig in the ground, dig shit up. I like doing that in real life too. But then as it goes on and you progress, it's like, whatever. I found all the cool shit in the ground. Time to move on. Level building is hard. Yeah, it literally is like, I just need to build these walls up and I guess it's going to look like this. I don't know. Dunno, bro. There's like a hole there. Fill it in. And I'd rather do this in Blender, to be honest, but I keep feeling like I need to learn how to use Godot's tools so that I can comment on them and talk about them or whatever. I don't know. Balance the game and making it enjoyable. Yeah, I was talking about it with my wife today about like the games you make. It's never really. It doesn't feel fun to me. Like, how can you tell it's fun? I guess that's why you've got to get people to play it. Let's do the other side. That's why they say you got to test. What the heck is going on this side? I guess that was my first attempt. It's a bit of a scuffed one. Testing people, but then it's a game jam, and I don't have time for that. Oh, my eyes hurt. I didn't get enough sleep last night and now my eyes sting. Does that happen to anyone else? It's killing me. Looking at screens too much or something like that. And I have this other thing where my sinuses go weird. I don't know what that's about. Okay. So we've built those walls up. So that's pretty much that. Now, at the end of each of these platforms, I'm going to need to do the same thing. So at this point, I might swap over to doing the Y, not the Y, the Z axis, because we know that these are a little bit more simpler to do. Just going to press that E key to bring it over. And this is it. So we just got to make this as tall as the rest of it. I guess we can make it taller. It doesn't really matter. We do this side as well. I just did something I didn't mean to. Oh. Okay. And now I guess I got to go to like negative 55. I don't know. Kinda. Oh, going the wrong way. I got a bunch of like music from Humble Bundle ages ago, so I'm gonna go through that for the music for this because I really need to replace it. I hate the repetitive music. It should be fine. Should be enough. Even if it isn't, you won't be able to jump over it. Well, actually, that's not true. You could just invest all of your upgrades into jumping when they came up, and then maybe you could. And we're gonna put a ceiling on it anyway, so it's fine. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so actually, you know what? This side here, like, you can't really see me gesture towards it. Christmas music. Why Christmas music? I need to take them out of the playlist. So this section here, I've got the platform, right? But realistically, I only want trains on one side, you know? Because there's a wall here, and it wouldn't really make much sense for there to be a tram here. It's just a train, I should say. So, not Z, X. I'm gonna fill that in. See you later. And we'll just have to dress it up on this side. I went this morning and I made a bunch of assets so that we've got like more things to pretty up the scene with. Okay, awesome. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So I'm just going to close it off. And I've also got an object to put in for the coal as well. Not the coal, the rocks on the tracks and stuff like that. So I've got assets for that too. I had to go and make them myself. So we should be good to go in that regard. I still don't have lampposts, but then I guess lighting is something I'm going to have to think about because this is all going to be enclosed. Yeah. All right, fine. That's fine. Let's do this side. This is probably going to clip through. Platform. It's kind of dodgy. I can isolate it and then just disappear it. So it's not visible anymore. Let's do the same thing on all the sides. And I need to make an archway. I suppose I'm going to need to do that in Blender because I'm not going to be able to do it in the grid map system, right? Let's just delete this. Delete. So that we don't clip. 1 + 7. Choose what happens to this device. Nothing. Okay. Awesome. All right, great. Okay, so we're making progress. The boxes, they're kind of just there. Where are they? Physics objects. Let's move all of these boxes to some place where they can be seen. Might as well keep them in the game. Oh, they look weird. I was thinking as well, the way the math works on these is kind of crazy because the direction apply. So I think if I open this scene, I'm going to make the box a little heavier. It weighs 1 kilo. Let's make it 10. Because if they have hit successful, if they don't have a direction, it's direction times damage. And the damage has been weighed. Like it's been pushed way up. So I'm just going to make them really heavy. I'm also going to make them not destroyable. Well, not feasibly. You'd have to shoot them a lot before they disappear. So there's just a stack of boxes, and it's harder for things to knock them over. Collision. I think layer 6 is where I've got the enemies. Open the scene. Save the scene. Not that, I mean, some enemies might spawn down here. Okay, let's give it a quick run through, see how things are looking. Pause the music. Dun, 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 dun. See, look, this is an asset that I made. How cool does it look? It's a little barrel with pixel fire. It's literally from the asset pack. I just put it on a thingo. Okay, looks like some strangeness here, maybe? Alright, boys, calm down. The texture looks really weird, but whatever, we'll roll with it. It definitely feels a lot more confined. I need to collect his ammo. Increased damage, obviously. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm losing health. Yeah, this is a lot more difficult. Because you can't see where you're going, you don't know what's behind you. I need to put a counter for like how many zombies are on the map. I'm out of ammo again, which means I need to get into the group of zombies and actually start like picking up the ammo, because it comes from the zombies. Height, increase max health. So basically the strategy is to just kite them around. But you're going to have ammo issues. So you just switch to like knife. Until you get the... Ooh, 100% weapon damage. Now we're cooking. Okay. I survived, but barely. Oh, we already unlocked the AK. Okay, we're back in the game. We almost died. The AK is really strong because it has a lot of ammo capacity. I just ate that knife. Okay, I think we're good. We already unlocked the shotgun. Yeah. I think this is feeling a lot better. If we can get the atmosphere looking good, I think we'll do okay. So, zombie behind me. Increase max health. We got 2 max healths. There's a knife thrower. Sprint. When I unlock it. This music's a bit boring, eh? Alright, I think it's feeling pretty good. Do I know Danny Dev? Isn't that guy like super famous? That's the dude that like literally changed the game, right? I know of Danny Dev. I don't know him. Yeah, 3.56 million subscribers. Has he made anything recently? Not really, eh? I don't know. He just stopped uploading. Hey, Abulas, huh? Yeah. I mean, he probably made so much money. Honestly, he was getting 10 million views. Like, that's a lot of cash, and he's a young dude. So I don't know. Like, maybe he went and decided to like just live his life, or maybe he's still just working on stuff. He just feels like he doesn't need to upload. Like, 13 million views. Like, like an RPM of $2.50. That's 30 grand, you know, Australian. So like, roughly, depending on what his RPM is. So that's not bad. That's not bad coin if you're a game dev. And I don't know if he had like any other funding models. He was probably making so much money, and just whatever decided to take a break. I reckon good on him. Like, whatever he's doing, I hope he's happy. It was very entertaining, though. That's for sure. Okay, so back to this. We're sort of putting all the walls. I want to make tracks because there's no tracks, and then there needs to be a wall on the other side of the tracks. So I have prepared something in advance for my mesh scenes here. I've got stone tracks that are way too big, and stones, which are also way too big. Huh. Oh, they're 2x2. I think it's okay if I just scale them. No, it's not. Actually, it doesn't work because I'm saying ignore transforms. Let's jump back into Blender. I saved them. So it should be okay. Hi, White Fox. How are ya? Hope you're having a good one. Stones. Stones have stone tracks. And file open recent stone tracks. They've got the names wrong. Okay, so we can just scale by 0.5. Items. Dimension. Yep, cool. Okay, file. Export as GLTF. Stone tracks. No, just stones. Export. Okay, and open the stones. And Alt H, I believe, and scale by 0.5. And then go back to object mode. And save. And export as GLTF stone tracks. Export. Oh, that was named differently. So I used like a PSX graphics pack to make these. It's not going to really fit because these are more Minecrafty looking. But, you know, should be right. So there's stones. They look so swirly. They really don't look like stones much, do they? But whatever. It is what it is. Make local. And then just bring the cube out and delete this. And rename this to stones. And then, well, I was going to create a tri-mesh static body, but it creates a really bad mesh. So I'm going to don't delete that, just reset that and add a cube and it'll be perfect. And then we need stone tracks, but stone tracks. And so we can put the tracks down and hopefully everything will look good. Editable children, we'll make local. And we'll call this stone tracks. And we can delete that old empty. And just to make things faster, reset that and then just make it a box mesh. And we won't even, do we want to clip? No, we'll just walk straight through them. That's fine. Awesome. Okay, let's just look at this from the side. How does it look? It looks okay. It's fine. the stones sort of, they're jagged, so like it'll stick out a little bit, but it will be okay. Okay, so if we go back to the world and we click on the, we do want these to be a part of the navigation mesh. Oh, there, it's all a part of the navigation mesh, technically. We want this to, actually, you know what? I don't really want zombies spawning on the tracks because it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna need to give them a way to get down, and that's kind of annoying, to be honest. So let's put them on the wall one. We go to the mesh library. We will import from this, ignore scene, mesh scene. Okay, we've got stones. Okay, so we want to be working on the Z, no, Z physical. Oh my God, why? There we go, it's flat. And obviously these are going to need to be a little bit, okay, can we get like a nice mid ground? Probably, how much lower do you think? Like, maybe that's fine. Like, we don't really need to, you can see the gap in between them. But whatever, we'll roll with it. So we can just create like a big, probably 4. How wide is, oh, it looks so horrible. She'd be right. How's it going, Cassie? How are ya? How's your Sunday? And I'm imagining the tracks are going to look absolutely atrocious. If we can rotate it. It goes this way. It's so small. Oh my God. Zergling asks, have I thought of making a Vampire Survivors type game? This kind of is a Vampire Survivors type game, except you're using your gun and you can upgrade it every time you get a level up. I've actually never played Vampire Survivors, so this is what I think based on what I know about Vampire Survivors. You know what I mean? Like, I made a game based on the description of a game. I watched a couple of YouTube videos. I was like, yeah. What is the red and the white box? Oh, you missed some events yesterday, Cassie, because we have made some atrocious looking assets. It is, no, well, there's zombies. Yeah, we have got a red and white box, or other words, a tram. Or actually a train. It's a train. And it's supposed to run on these tracks, but these tracks turn out to be tiny compared to the actual tram. So I probably, you know what? I'm just not going to change that. Maybe I'll do like, it's just going to have like 2 metal bits. It's fine. Who cares? Just don't pay that much attention to it. Like, it looks like this. Don't worry about it. The tracks are too small. I don't have time to change it. Oh, I duplicated that. I didn't mean to. Actually, in the middle, oh fuck, I don't know, man. I don't even know what train tracks look like at this point. I'm just the train is autistic. Yeah. Thanks, YouTube. It's something. I don't know if I'd call it that. It's just having a day. It's kind of like me on a bad. It's kind of like me right now because I stayed up way too late last night trying to make the train. That's what it is. Yeah, we'll go with it. Just like triple tracks. Don't worry about it. Let's do the other side. We also have one here, and yeah, it's not looking great. It is what it is. Ground wall. We want stones. So these assets aren't the best, and that's because I made them. Realistically. Did I do 4 or 5 on the other side? I did 5. Okay. I really am not a big fan of the grid map thingo, but I've sort of like made it the thing that I need to use at this point. I don't have time to change it. And to be honest, like, I mean, making a level in Blender is okay, but it's kind of hard. Because I'd need to put materials on everything. How's that look in relation to this one? Pretty much identical. I suppose it doesn't matter that much. I think you are so underrated. Thank you, White Fox. We are out here. Although I think I've outed myself in the last couple of days, last couple of weeks as being not that good at this. But I think that's okay. It's kind of fun to just not have to try and be smart, if that makes sense. This feels like it looks wrong. There's a space of 1 here. There's a space of 1 here. So I guess it's right. We'll add that back. Okay. Yeah, fine. All right. Now let's do the walls on this side. And then I need to build an archway. Walls need to be done on the x-axis. I'm going the wrong way. That's still the wrong way. That's better. I hate the grid map. Why am I using it? I should really, like, identify an alternative. Fuck. Sorry for swearing. How tall does the wall need to be? Oh, it doesn't need to be that tall. That's fine. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, White Fox. I'm glad that I'm inspiring you to keep working. We all just got to keep tracking. Yeah, lately I've definitely been feeling the crunch. It's nice to sort of take a step back and just chill out on this particular project, rather than be trying to do anything else. So it's good. Okay, so here I need to make an archway, but I guess I'll just lower that. And in this box, so I can kind of count up the size that it needs to be in Blender. So it's like 6 meters by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6 meters. So it's a 6 by 6 square where I need to make an archway. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. I don't think I'm going to rebake the... Oh, you know what, though? I need to give the zombies a way down onto the tracks, because if you jump down onto the tracks and the zombies don't follow you, it's just going to be too easy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I sound like Sia. I need to go 1 forward. And paste that in. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. I still need to do the other side, but we're closing in. We're finishing this off, and we are going to post this. Oh, maybe fix some... I mean, we're just going to go... I'm going to just YOLO upload it, and you guys can play it. I guess we can call that playtesting. Well, grid map. I need to do this one. Too far, but that's fine. Bring it forward. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we'll go with it. It's good because I don't have to pay too much attention to this particular grid map. Zombies won't spawn on it, so it's not something that I have to really be too concerned about. Is that right? Looks good. And I'm going to put like a crashed tram at the end so you can't get through. That's how I'm going to like block the players off from escaping the level. But I mean, if they find a way around it, that's cool too. I will reward you for falling through the map. Well, I won't reward you, but you will get to fall through the map, which is kind of fun, right? Break the game. I don't mind. Go one more. One. That feels too tall. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine. Maybe the other ones were wrong. Maybe I can't count. How does this look in game? I haven't checked in a second. I mean, it looks like tracks. It looks so bad. And I suppose, technically, so he can't get me anymore, but he can, I suppose this particular guy can just throw his knives at me. We can suddenly sprint. So, how come I have so much ammo? Oh, I didn't actually have ammo. I gotta fix that. We don't update the ammo like on first run. Okay, so some of this needs a bit of work. But so far we're tracking. Let's make the archway. Blender. Okay. New. General. Let's delete the lighting, delete the thingo. I guess we keep the cube. I mean, you're supposed to ritualistically destroy the cube, but we'll keep it. And I said it needs to be 6 by 6. This is 2, so if I scale by 3, we're going to get the size we need. It really just needs to be 1 meter wide. So I'll come to this side and I will move on the y-axis. Whoa, I got too many things selected. On the y-axis, and I'll bring this to there, and on the y-axis, and I'll bring this to 0. Okay, awesome. Archways are fun, aren't they? Probably the easiest thing to do is just a boolean, and then yeah, we'll do that. So front, come back to the object mode. We're going to add a cylinder, yes, and we will rotate it on the x-axis 90 degrees, and we'll scale it up, right, until it looks like it makes sense. I feel like that's good enough, and we'll just move it down on the Z, so it really should just be half. So I'm going to need to come into thingo mode and just go G, Z, up. Hey, it looks like an archway. How cool is that? And then we can come into object mode, and on the thingo here, we can go modifiers, add a modifier, search, boolean, and it's a subtraction, difference, intersect, I don't know. The opposite. And then if we hide the cylinder, we'll be able to see that we have an archway. Easy as. Do I want to do something fancy with it? Kind of, but I don't really have time. So I'm going to apply the modifier, and I'm going to delete the cylinder. And now we have an archway. It's an end gun, but we'll just ignore that for now. In the shading, we're going to come into the shading, and I'm going to search for an image texture. I'm going to open up. I suppose we want it to match the walls, don't we? So under zombie assets, I've got a ground text too. And I'll just drag that on there. That's how it looks. Probably like shit. Indeed, it does. But realistically, that's just because these are really small. So let's just make them really big. They're around the wrong way, so... Okay, that's good. Nice. Now, it looks kind of like bricks. We will save this as the archway. I used arch, by the way. I don't anymore. Well, I still do. Okay, archway, by the way. BT way. And then we'll just export as a GLTF. Cool. Okay. Now let's hope that I did the math right. So we'll come to the navigation region and we'll come down to one of these. And let's see if we can find it in this list of things to find. Archway. Oh. Did I applied and deleted. Oh, I didn't delete. You can't delete when it's hidden. File, export, GLTF. Okay, we'll do it again. And we'll delete the arch, by the way. And we'll do it again. Okay, much better. Let's put that in this. And actually, it's going to live in assets. Point is, I think I've done the math wrong. I think I can't count. How much do I earn as a YouTuber, as a individual working a full-time job? Two very different numbers. I don't mind telling you guys. It's not much. I can tell you that much. It's actually atrocious. I was disgusted when I became a YouTube partner. My RPM is $1.50 Australian. Like from the Pro FPS template? Not much, to be honest. I sell like maybe a couple a month. So it's, you know, it's nice to have, but I'm really hopeful that the asset store will help with that kind of stuff, because discovery is kind of low. And obviously there's a free version. So realistically, like, people buy it because they probably know me. Okay, that's good enough for me. And let's grab one of these trams. Duplicate it. I keep calling them trams. They're like trains, right? Where I live, we have trams. We don't have trains, so I'm just confused. And it doesn't even fit. That's so funny. Support you from my heart. Yeah, that's fine too. You don't have to pay me. Nothing. I don't mind. We're in this for fun. Okay, so let's just shove him in that hole there. And I want to turn him on his side. I mean, he's kind of already messed up, so people will probably just accept that that's how it looks. Get in there. The underside isn't even like don't look at the underside of the train. Okay, great. Okay, cool. We just need to duplicate and do that like a bunch of times. Drag it all the way up the other end. One of of these is smaller than the other. It is what it is. And it's not pretty. There it is there. Okay, cool. Great. Let's take you and just smash you back a bit so that people can't get through, I guess. He's not even on the tracks. Whatever. I'm going to litter the tracks a lot more in a minute. Okay, so both arches, by the way, we're going to duplicate and just slide them in. And we just remove them until they're in position. And same as before, let's move these trams. Your block. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Probably not, because this microphone's not like that. But my dryer just finished, and it was playing a little bit of music. It's way too big for the hole. Whatever. Okay. Cool. Great. I mean, that's kind of really the entire layout of the level. I kind of wanted to put like an additional thing, like if you're exiting the subway, you would go up from here. But what's the time? It's 8:30. I kind of need to move on. So I think I'm going to say this is it and put a ceiling on it and start working on the environment. So let's do that. Wall grid map, even though it's now going to be the roof grid map. Floor 20, not 22. Still too high. Okay, yes, this is the floor. So I just come right up to the top and I just go yoink. And I fill it in. And now it's going to be incredibly dark in there. It definitely feels more like a dark subway. We're getting the atmosphere down. These guys aren't affected by lighting, which is kind of funny. Oh, that's so funny. I didn't realize that. Like, the first weapon is, like, stuffed up, so... Oh, 100% weapon increase? Something's eating me? No? I don't know. I was taking damage. Oh, yeah, I mean... doesn't... Like, all my appliances make noises, and I actually really don't like it. Like, my microwave also, like, does a little sing-song thing. And it's low-key kind of annoying. Okay, so the walls are kind of alright, but not really, because obviously this section here needs to be filled in, I would say. None of yours do. Maybe it's like an Australian thing. I don't know. I don't think I've had, like, it was just a running joke between me and my wife about, like, our washing machine way back in the day until we replaced it. And the one we have now still chimes, but it's not like a song. And now we've got, maybe it's just LG. I have a lot of LG appliances and they all sing songs to me. Oh, this is getting difficult. I should have thought about this beforehand. Here comes the vibes. Vibing game dev. How are you? Oh, what a struggle. I said it, didn't I? I said, don't put the roof on until you're done. Because it's going to get really hard to make things. Ugh. I should have done it as a separate mesh. So I could turn it off. They haunt your dreams? Yeah, it's more just like they annoy you while you're trying to work. Yeah, actually, I'm going to have to take this off because it's like driving me crazy and I've got a lot to do here that I realized that I forgot. So, yoink. I'll make like just a flat mesh and I'll just put the same exact texture on it. Because then I can turn it off and on when I want. Okay, where was I? I had missed a spot there. There and there. And then I just need to fill this in up to the line. Dude, I can't see shit. Next level. I'm doing okay, vibes. I'm a little bit tired from yesterday. But otherwise, we're doing good. And then I'm on the roof levels. I think I'm good. Ugh, the camera control is just out of this world. Control F. Control F. Up one level. I suppose I could look at this from the ceiling. It would be okay. I kind of know what I'm looking at. Have I made it tall enough? We'll call it a good. We'll call it good. It's okay if there's a little gap up there. Okay. So that's that. Let's create the ceiling mesh so that I can at least know that it's there and I can turn it off if I want. It's going to be a mesh static body, really. I still want it to be collidable. And it's just a mesh instance, 3D. And, well, we'll create that first. We'll just go new box mesh. Let's pull this up to the level that we're expecting it to be, which is this line here. And now we can just make it real big. Probably doesn't need to be 100. 50 by 50? Not that way. One's fine. 50. Okay, so this way we're going to go 100. Okay, that covers everything. Great. And then we can just go create a trimesh collision sibling. And then we're able to have like the interior done. It does it seem kind of low? I guess that's what I decided it was going to be. Okay. It needs a material. New standard material. Albedo needs to be the what's it called? Ground text 2. And I'll just say that its UV is triplanar. So that way it looks repeating. So that works. And now I can actually turn it off if I need to. Ceiling. All right. Which I'm happy with. Okay. So they're not quite the same height, but whatever. It works. The other thing that was sort of bugging me here is actually these need to come lower. Platform 1, 2. These need to be in line with the ground. Otherwise, you won't be able to jump off them. So maybe we'll need to add an extra layer to the wall grid map here. Come down. At the very least, we need to put it there so that it visually makes sense. Come on. We got this. We got this. Oop. Easy. Okay. Go one more. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We'll leave it at that. All right. So now that we've got everything sort of sitting in here, we will add some other set pieces, right? Because it's kind of plain at the moment. So we've got a couple of bits and pieces. I showed you guys the fire drum before, so let's have a look at that. So this is pretty cool. I made a little low poly fire drum out of the bits and pieces that came with the set. I've also made a vending machine, which is not rotated correctly. There we go. It's probably a little bit big. Maybe just a little bit too big. So I'm going to change the scale here. And then just push it down. I never made a bench though. And there is a bench asset. Let's make it local and let's give it a tri-mesh collision body. Cool. And then drag it into the assets node here. So we've got a fire, and then there is a bench. So we've got a barrel. Was there any other pieces that I made? I made a gate, but that's for the front. Like, so that was kind of a waste of time. What else? What else did I make? Only one level? Yeah, because it's endless. I ain't got time for multiples. I'd probably want to put more trains. Ding ding. Okay, one more. And I can change their texture. So if I make unique, and then I come to the surface. And I make it unique. We can swap the texture with one of the other trains. Oh, I made a phone booth as well. Don't let me forget. Where's the train? Train texture? Train? Where are you? Is this Half-Life 3? Maybe. With zombies? Okay, so is it Train 1? I think Train 1 was the OG, like, messed up one. Yeah, it looks so bad. We'll roll with it. Leave it as is. And this one here, I guess we'll make it unique. Wish there was a hotkey for that. We'll make it unique. And I guess we'll go with Train 3. Albedo and Train 3. And this one, oh, it has a smiley face on it. Okay. So, I mean, that's not exactly how trains work, but who cares, right? Like, let's put this one aside just for fun. A little bit wonky. And then just, we'll have to lower it down so it's on the ground. Don't look at its backside, it doesn't have one. Oop, it's sinking. They don't have gravity, so we just leave it as is. Cool. Although if they're on their side, they don't look as good because there's no texture. Well, it's just a color. On this side, oh, phone. We were going to put a phone booth. We have a phone booth. Phone booth. It's pretty bad. But that's just what came. I mean, it's not bad. It just looks bad in 3D. I should probably be more specific. So I know what to make unique. So I know what make unique is, but can you use it for any node? It's for resources. Specifically, that's what make unique does. So this is a mesh. If I duplicated this, right, and then I change something about it. So I can't even change anything. So it's kind of hard. Editable? Inspect? Nah, actually it's really hard to make an example of these, of imported ones. But basically, if I was able to change an aspect, like an aspect of the material, then, you know, it would become evident in both of them. So I wonder if I make the mesh unique, can I make changes to the surface material? I can't. All right, never mind. Bad example. But yeah, basically, for resources, they're never unique. They're never unique. They're always the same. So if you have two objects sharing a resource, if you change it on one thing, it'll change on the other. And so you need to duplicate it, which is what make unique does. I think, yeah, this is the right way up. It's gigantic. We have some stuff sticking out here. I should probably fix that. So I was in audio, so I thought make unique is a percentage sign thing. That's access as a unique name. So that's a little bit different. But yes, shrink him down a bit. All right, let's push that against the wall. Duplicate some trains. Maybe put some barrels as well. No, you're all good, man. Drop that into assets. Where's my barrel? Come here, I want more of you. Hello? Wait, let me click the barrel. Fire drum. Yoink. Some over here. It's not the best, but it'll do. Okay, so we've got a train here. platform, train, this one here, duplicate it, drag it along the tracks. I guess this one says Zombeez, so I'm going to leave it right here. And this one, train 2, I'm going to leave the mesh the same. And then this one, what's this one? I'm not trying to translate, I'm trying to select. I got the wrong thing selected. Okay, duplicate. X-Brainer, right. Cheap viewers on star. You are getting banned. Banned. Alrighty. Okay, so let's just make this one look skewed. It's not going to say Zombeez. I'm going to come in. I'm going to make it unique. Make unique. Click. Make unique. And then albedo. Train. 1. It says New. It says NY, but this is supposed to be London. Oh well. Okay, let's look at lighting. There isn't a lot at the moment. I suppose we kind of want it to be that way because it is a pretty dark setting. Should I rebake the nav mesh? Bake the nav mesh. It's cooking. It's cooking. Okay. I need to give them a way to get down to the tracks if they can. This should all be reachable for the zombies. The poor guys. So I can do that pretty easily by just putting a staircase here. Don't tell HR. It's kind of nice for the player as well. Give them an easy way to get back up. I turned the ceiling on and then I started doing stuff. And it's like all of a sudden I can't see shit. Because I know they don't really have steps, you know? But it's just going to make it easier. So now if I bake the nav mesh, I should be able to see paths going up and down onto these. It's going to take ages. Cooking, kinda. I guess we'll have to test it to see if they actually can get through. And there's a bunch of stuff on top, but it doesn't matter. Let's do the same thing here. I'm lost. You're going to be able to trap them down here, no problem. I'm guarantee you they'll be like screwed up. Pathing. Okay, let's bake that nav mesh one more time and see. We'll have to run the game and see if they can get up and down. In these central areas here, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, but so this is pretty easy for them to traverse. Okay, ceiling on. Lighting. Let's create a node. It doesn't need to be in the navigation mesh, so I'm going to up that and then create a node. And we'll call it lighting. And I guess we just need to add some like area lights. Spotlights are they called? Spotlights? Where'd they get put in? I'm sorry, what? And then it's kind of quiet. Let's play some music. I would pull that up to the ceiling. We probably don't want to put too many lights in, but a couple will be necessary. To save on performance, I'm not going to cast a shadow. We've only got flat sprites anyway, so there's not really any point. So I'm just going to put a couple of these in along here just to see how it looks. Let's run the game and test the pathing and see what that lighting looks like. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty ambient. Okay, we've got our first zombie. Of course it's a knife thrower. We'll jump down into the tracks. It looks like it's going to be pretty easily to follow us. And then even if I go like up here, it'll just turn around and come back up. Oh, he's decided that he's just going to follow me along the ground. But what about here? It's hard for me to even get down here. The knife throwers have no issues. The other zombies can't really get down here. I wonder if I can make it so that they don't collide with this stuff here. This looks weird. I suppose you still have like throwing zombies attacking you, so it's not like you're that safe. So what I can do is, this is on physics layer 1. I can just go to the assets for the platforms and I'll make them so that they don't collide with them anymore. Right? Like that's easy enough. Collision. Instead of layer 1. Do we make anything collide with it? Just make it so you can walk through it. Because it's just too much of a hassle. I think that might be the way to go. Like, let's just take the static bodies off these. Wait, am I deleting it off a... Don't want to delete off a train. We do want the trains to collide. But if we take the off the platforms, then no one's going to collide with them. They're literally like sprite meshes. So, like, it's not that big a deal that you can clip through it. I don't think, at least. Platform. I suppose I don't actually need to inspect these. I can just start deleting the meshes, the static bodies. Platform 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll probably delete that one that's behind the wall for good measure. Okay. Great, let's retest that. Actually, no, back. Let's rebake the mesh. Because now they shouldn't have any issues getting down. If I make them, it should be wider essentially. It's still struggling. Maybe I need to put the ground. Make these a bit wider. Let's try again. Bake nav mesh. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit of relief. We've got a level that looks like a level. I just want a level that looks like a real level, you know? It still thinks that... It still kind of looks like it's trying to clip around that. You know what I'm saying? You guys feeling that? There's definitely no... So what if I just pull these out from... Because they're a child of the navigation mesh. But if they weren't, then in theory, they wouldn't even interact with it. Even if they are on the same layer. It's clear. Try again. Cooks my computer every time. Okay, that looks good. These ones aren't an issue. Let's go to where there's a platform and just make sure that we're correct on that. I think it's a good choice because now, like, there's no chance for, like, any problems here. Even if this is a little bit too high, we can just, whatever. And he's gonna follow us down here anyway. Yeah. So there's no hiding from the zombies now. They're coming for you. You're buffering? Oh, okay. My health looks okay here. Oh, I'm getting trapped in. I'm out of ammo. Oh, I made it. But I'm not getting anything that's going to help me. I gotta get out of here. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Jeez. Excuse me, I need that ammo. Sorry. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. So now you can actually get trapped. So that's good. Alright, nice. Okay, let's finish up the lighting and I guess we'll call it and start working on some administration stuff. I probably need to update the menu because it's kind of boring. But what I like to do is use the level as the menu. So that's it. Thank you, Freedom Forge Studios. We are getting there. All right, let's add some lighting. I think these could be brighter, to be honest. Let's just double it. Turn the ceiling off so that I can actually see what I'm doing. The ceiling really doesn't need to be in this either. Oh, well, I guess if the zombies happen to get on the roof. I don't know. Okay, I need to go to expanded mode because this is a lot of placement. Okay, so we'll duplicate. We'll move along. Duplicate. We'll move along. Duplicate. We'll move along. Okay, so that's that. Duplicate. Grab the green guy and stick 2 there. I think that's fine. I don't really need any more than that. Duplicate and stick 2 there. Duplicate. Rotate. And stick some there. Can I select? Excuse me. Put that one in the center. This one, that's fine. We'll just leave it. And now I kind of want to pick up all of these and just copy them. Did I just nail that? Oh, I grabbed one too many. Duplicate and drag over to that side. Okay, so now we've got some lighting. Let's have a look at the environment. The world environment. Put the ceiling back on and go down to the player since he's the one that's going to see everything. And let's split the view. And can this be cinematic? Will it just work or will I have to select? Oh yeah, it does just work. Great. Okay, so things look pretty pretty good as they are, it's very like 90s atmospheric kind of vibe, which is what we're going for. But it's very brown. I don't know if I want it to be like a different color. I guess we can change it to like a more of a gray aesthetic. Or we can really darken it for the fog. That's probably a bit much. Let's bring it up. Okay, so that's giving us a lot of the lighting in this. 0.54 density. We don't want it to be that dense. We do want it to sort of we don't want to use anything like this. Glow, we probably don't want it. I don't see it making much of a difference. SSAO, it looks better, to be honest. Is it an improvement? Is it not? It's not happy about turning on or off. Excuse me, what the heck? Let's leave that off. Aces or filmic? Aces. Sky doesn't really matter because it's not going to make it through. The height density for the fog. Fog is really what's going to make it. Or break it, really. Make it negative. Doesn't really change much. Height. Volumetric fog would be cool, but it's going to cost a lot, so we probably don't want to do that. So we'll just leave that off. It's really just playing around the fog. Honestly, that's fine. Like, I don't think I changed much. Do we want camera attributes? Physical. Exposure, multiplier. We can make things brighter. We can make things darker. Focal length. No, that's not going to change anything. Near far. It's not going to change anything. Auto exposure. Makes things a lot brighter. I don't think I want it. Because we are going for that 90s kind of aesthetic. So all of that kind of stuff. Not necessary. Probably still a little bit empty, to be honest, in terms of level. We have like these boxes. Okay, music. Music is driving me crazy. Let's see what I've got in the vault in terms of music. Because I've got a fair bit. Let's pause this. And go to all game assets. Sounds. Action and percussion loops. Less than 12 hours lasts less than 12 hours a day. Already submitted mine. Oh yeah. Great, awesome. I should play it. Activate your power. This is pretty good. Let me turn it up. This goes hard. Probably a good one. It's a lot more than 6 seconds. Okay, pretty cool. like that this has a build up. I think this is the winner. Let's just have a check at the other ones. I think Dangerous Escape is. Dangerous Escape. Yeah, that's cool because it's not too hard. Thank you, Andrew Sitkov. I'm going to copy that and open the file manager, add non-asset sounds, Dangerous Escape, and we're just going to drop that in. We're not going to do too much with that. Let's have a look. Non-asset sounds, Dangerous Escape, import. We just loop that, re-import it, and drop that there. It's still on music. Great. Look at that noodle. Okay, so now it should be a lot nicer to listen to that. Yeah, what else is there to do? Let's pretty it up. Let's try to add some more boxes. I like boxes. Where are the boxes? Physics objects. Give me a box. Ceiling? Ceiling? Let's just put crates all over the place. Crates are fun. My data has running. Oh, see you later, man. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. That's fine. What about on the other side? A very crate filled. A crate filled subway. Okay, fine. All right. I've been fiddling around with this forever. Okay, let's work on the, what's the time? 9 o'clock. I don't want to be working on this for too much longer. Let's have a look. So what I'm going to do for the scene, for the main menu scene, something that I like to do, it's a little trick called save scene as world for menu. Okay. And in the world for menu, we are going to delete the enemy spawner. Okay, now I'm feeling a little paranoid because let me just get both open so that I don't accidentally ruin my entire game. Hope you make the game decent. Hopefully, player controller. No, we want objects. Example world, objects, world. And we've got the world and we've got the world from menu. So let's open them both so that I know I'm not going to screw up everything. And the easiest way to see that this is going to work is probably just delete the player, right? Right, and even if we start the game and then play the game, we're here. All right, cool. Okay, so now that I'm confident that the world for menu is not like screwed up in any way, we can delete the navigation region. Actually, don't do that. Physics objects can stay, lighting can stay. BG music, yes, we will need music. Okay, cool. That's enough. Really, there's not going to be anything happening. Maybe we can drop a couple of zombies in. So, oh, no, don't worry about it. It's too hard. So what we're going to do is add a camera and bring it up, and an animation player. And we're going to create an animation called new menu animation. And it's just going to be like, okay, where's the camera? Let's bring it all the way back. We're just going to run it along this entire platform. Okay, that's a starting point. Let's key its transform in. Create. And we'll make it a 60-second animation. I don't think people are going to be there for longer than that. That would be weird. They're just hanging out on my main menu. And then we're going to push this all the way along. It's quite a long one. Until it reaches there, I guess. And we'll key that in. Yeah, maybe I should put some zombies down. They won't do anything. Maybe I make the thing that they want to try and attack the camera. Oh, I still haven't fixed that. But yeah, okay, so this is the main menu. We'll make it looping and we'll make it ping pong. So that it just goes back and forth. Easy. Let's get to the end so that we can just see it in action. And then it just goes back. Fine. Good enough. Okay, maybe we can drop some enemies into this. Let's see how they behave. Because their AI is kind of like a bit funny. Enemy. They need the player to be set, so I'm going to add a script to this. Camera, menu, camera. Let me just, if I run this scene, it'll crash, right? Yeah. Because they don't have a position, they don't have a target position. So I'm going to get to this, give this, and then in the ready function, we'll say enemy knife dot player is equal to self, and then it should be fine. It should just come towards the camera. Wrong scene. And he'll just walk towards us. So if we drop in a bunch of enemies, this will look pretty cool. It'll just be the zombies trying to kill the camera and them not doing anything. So let's add a couple more zombies. We'll just do all 4 different kinds. And we'll just do the same thing we did for all of these. Doesn't have to be a complicated script. And just while I'm feeling a little paranoid, let's run the game and make sure everything's running like normal here. I don't have a UI, I just realized that. Oh well. It is what it is. 2 increased jump height by 0.5 meters. It's probably pretty useless. You know what I think the problem is for the zombies? Is that they mustn't have the same... Okay, anyway, the point is... Word for menu. Drop it in here. And now when I run the game, it should look pretty good. I just need to go into World for Menu and set this to autoplay. And these other enemies, I don't think they're like in pretty reasonable locations. Just to make it interesting, I'll probably put them in places where they're not going to come out like... So one's here. Where's the other one? I guess he's fine. Knife, 4, and that guy there. Let's put him here, furthest back, right? Okay. Now if I run the game, it looks like this. The UI is still there. I probably want to remove that. Oh, sorry about that. I keep whacking the mic and like making loud noises. The canvas layer. Delete this. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So we're looking pretty good. We've got the sound. We've got the... What are we missing? We don't have sound in the menu. Right? Do we have... Oh, no, we do. I want to change the sound, though, so it's different. So something a little bit more, like, ominous. So maybe not heavy metal. Ivani, I got so much. Electronic music, ambient music, horror and suspense, horror and suspense, horror and suspense, musical, astral strings. Oh, it's very short. I don't know about that. Static and noise, whispers and ghosts. Oh, these are more like short sounds, right? These are cool though. Atmosphere and loops. That's probably all I want. I like that though. I'm bringing that in as a background sound. Sinister Chance, Slaughterhouse, Unholy Church. Oh, these are just like there. It's not. Impacts musical. I honestly thought this would be more actual music. Haunting Orchestra. No, it's really not. That kind of song. It's FX, right? Horror music pack. This is probably what I'm looking for. Plague. This is more like it. This is what I was looking for. Okay. So world menu. We're going to add a audio stream player. And we will go back to this music that we've been working on. Non-asset sounds. Asylum loop, number 1. Let's just re-import that as a loop so that it keeps playing. Right. Why isn't there like an option for looping? Is it already looped? Inspector. Loop mode. Forward? Re-import? Great. Okay. So we're going to set this to playing and autoplay. We'll mix that into the music. Don't duplicate it. And then for the background music for this particular scene, we want not dangerous escape, but what was it going to grab? I've forgotten already. Plague, I guess. Cassie, you wrote a little tilde. Okay, let's run that. This sounds really scary. And then you've got the zombies coming towards you. And they're just gonna like chase you and throw things at you. And now you're just gonna hear the zombies like walking in behind you. That's fine. Alright, great. Do we want the creepy ominous sound in the actual game? I kind of think it makes it a lot better. Audio stream player. Creepy. I was organizing my desk and accidentally hit some keys. No, that's okay. I thought it was pretty funny. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get our crap together. Ceiling back on. What do I play? Ceiling. I'm above the ceiling. That's why it looks like it's not on. Canvas layout. Something with the upgrades that's been bothering me is that this has not ever been set to play. Because that's meant to make a noise like that when you get, anyway, when you get an upgrade. Okay, that's pretty much it. There's still a bug with some of the enemies that maybe I can fix before I upload. So I've got collision shape 3D, right? And I want to turn it off when the enemy dies. But for some reason, it doesn't turn off on the other ones. And I don't know why, because they're all named the same. And it's kind of annoying because you can't shoot through them. And I don't like that. I guess is all I have to say about that. It's kind of annoying. But so I could delete it. Why isn't it? Actually, let's have a look at the code. Maybe it's got something to do with code. Collision shape. Add them to a group. Yeah, I could do that. Well, the thing is, when the zombie dies, there's a zombie death. Shoot timer stop. Player death. Monster kill. Experience true. Collision shape disabled equals true. So in theory, you should be able to move through them at that point, but it doesn't always work, and I don't know why. And then after 10 seconds, it disappears, like it deletes itself. So maybe if I put debug visible collision shapes, and I just see that this is actually happening or not. Oh, it's so hard to see. Let's turn the pixel effect off. Where are you? you mate. I see one. Okay, it worked on him. It seems to work. I don't know why it didn't work or wasn't working. Give me that shotgun. Yeah, it looks alright actually. This is like a vaporwave style now with all the yeah, let's go with the Uzi is the thing that I've been noticing having issues. We're a little bit too loud. See, it still registers a hit. It still registers a hit with the Uzi. So that's the weapon that's having issues there. Why would that be? If we disable the collision shape, it really shouldn't interact with any other rigid bodies. What's different about them? Is it not calling this function when it's being killed with... It doesn't really matter, right? Like hit successful is being called no matter what. That's how we get into that position. It doesn't make sense, man. I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to let it ride. Figure it out if I decide to keep working on it. I don't have time. It works for the most part, and it's just the Uzi that's a problem. Okay, so that's that. Is there anything else we need to think about? There probably is. There's a tons of stuff that I wanted to do, but I've just not got time for at this point. Which is, you know, just how game jams go, right? Like you never really get to everything that you want to add in, because I really wanted to add boss fights and bullets colliding with the old bullets. No, the bullets know about the other bullets and they're specifically not colliding with them. So that's not an issue. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, actually, you know, there was something in this level that I'm aware of. Why can I see the option menu? What is going on? Let me go to 3D. And let me just go to one view. There's a problem in the level that I saw here. Look. Let's just bring that forward a bit. Yeah, we're all good. What about the other side? The other side looks alright. Alright. You know what? I think I stuffed that up. This is in the reset. On the upgrade, it needs to be set to playing. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we're there. Let's download some export. I don't think I've got them. And just make sure that it works. So we will go for Windows and Linux. RC edit tool must be configured. Do I not have to download the... on Windows, you don't have to download the export presets? Or what? Or is it not... I'm going to like bug me for them yet. Embedded pack? No, we don't want that. I mean, we kind of do. Anyway, let's see how it goes when we just export it. G'day. Let's create a folder. Can we do that from here? Guess not. I still want to make new folder Zombeez. Does anyone know if like mouse capture is still like wrecked on web? I'd export for web as well, but like I have low confidence. Zombeez Survivor. That name is probably taken. Why wouldn't it let me press OK? Hey, NA Games, how are ya? Oh, it's looking for. I was looking for a custom template. I meant to be going here, looking for Godot exports Zombeez Windows Zombie Survivor. All right. Embedded PCK. I don't know. It's been so long since I've done exports on Windows. I used to just press OK, and it's like, yeah, it's gonna look a little bit shit, but like whatever. All right. Export project. Export with debug. Let's see if it runs. Okay, configured RC edit. Oh, there's no RC edit. That's fine. We'll I don't even know if I care about that. This is the thing, right? Let's go full screen. I still never did the UI. The UI is like up here. It's just so bad. Maybe I should move it down to the bottom left-hand corner. Lighting looks a bit weird though. Oh my god. There's a gap now? Music's very loud. And this looks a bit weird. So we'll just turn the music down. Shotgun. That's not working how I expected it to. I just woke up. I'm a little pissed. I slept too long. How you doing here on the last stretch? Yeah, I'm just testing exports now. I'm in trouble, boys. Oh, I've got the knife. I forget it's OP as heck. But you won't get ammo for it. None of these work. That's a big problem. Okay, that one does, but I'm out of ammo again. Guess I'm just knifing. Yeah, okay, I've got to try and fix why that doesn't work. Why wouldn't that work, do you reckon? Is it a full screen thing? Let's just test here. And turn off the debug collision shapes. I'm hoping it's a full screen thing. It's a full screen thing. Yeah, it's a full screen thing. I like how they come around the corner and they sort of just like... What I would say it's doing is, yeah, something like that. Something either in the UI is preventing it from being detected or something in my code. Now, I don't think upgrades... So the signal that I've hooked up is mouse entered. But realistically, you should be able to click them. So something is either preventing the mouse or the there's something doing like full screen shenanigans. And also I saw somewhere around here there was a gap. It's not this side. Here. All right. Okay. So why would it be like that? I wonder. Oh, this is the wrong one. Also the player. Put him on the ground. Push him back. All right. Okay, so the HUD. That's the other thing that's bothering me on the export is that the canvas layer, the HUD for the debug HUD is probably in the wrong location. We're going to roll with that being like this. Maybe we'll do it on the side there, just so that it doesn't get in the way of the other UI elements. It's not pretty, but it'll do, right? Is there anything else? Weapon stack. For on weapon manager, weapon text, and then new line plus I, plus brackets I dot for I in weapon stack, find str brackets find weapon stack dot find I plus that weapon name. So now you've got a number, although it's going to be +1. So now you know you can, well, I mean, you won't know, but it might tell you a little bit more clearer about like what's in the stack. World menu, player character. I know that I've stuffed up here as well. There's some other major bugs before we move forward that I noticed. Weapon slot 1. This really can't have that much ammo. It has a magazine of 5 and its max ammo is 15, so I need to change that to 5 and 15. Okay. And realistically, I want these to be the other way around. Or do I? No, I need them to be plus to N needs to be on first one because that's what we go to open things up. Okay, back to figuring out what the UI doesn't work. Close this, it's getting in the way. None of this is hidden. This could be. What is this? Oh, this is this. Realistically, what area in full screen you can't click? Like the left? But like, I think it's just another part of the UI covering it up. So it's like either UI containers or whatever, like the HUD has that filter mouse ignore, so that should be okay. This does take the filter for the mouse, but stop, right? The controller will receive the mouse movement input and events if clicked on through GUI input, and the controller received mouse entered and mouse exited signals. These are automatically marked as handled and they will not propagate further to other controls. So we probably want pass just to be safe. And the pause menu as well. Pass just to be safe. Full screen it. Everything else works okay. Maybe the pause menu is getting in the way. The music is so loud. I need to balance that. And the controls don't get bigger. That's got to be it, right? Because it works here, it doesn't work here. So I think that's what it is. The size of the button behind it does not increase when we increase the screen size. Yeah, get away from me, bro. I can kill them faster than they take to attack me. I see. Yeah, his wind-up is so slow. No wonder this game is so easy. So it has to be like this section. We're on level 2. Sprint duration. Zombeez. Okay, we're up to wave 3. Things should start be heating up. We've got the shotgun, so it should be pretty easy. Throw boy. He's probably our biggest threat right now. Increase current weapon damage by 100%. Now things are super easy street. As long as we keep our ammo up, we're good. We'll be able to one-tap these boys. AK-47, who cares? We've got the shotgun. Yeah, it's going to be in the... no, they're all set to default. It's going to be the anchors, I think. Now we can just jump really high. It's not really that useful. This one's stuck. Too easy, boys. There's no... there is sound for the shotgun. It's just really low in the mix. Max health. Too easy. Reduce movement speed, increase jump height. That's not useful. Sprint speed is. This guy's stuck in the wall. Okay, we're up to wave 5 now. They should be starting to get pretty fast. And I suspect this is when most people will run into trouble, because now it gets pretty easy. Oh, well, I didn't want to unlock that. To get surrounded. Because you're always backpedaling and you don't have a lot of space anymore. Weapon increase damage. Overtime doesn't work. Okay, good thing that's getting called. Set stats in previously freed instance. Okay. I'm not taking enemies out of the count. I just realized that. How will it know? It spawns them, so maybe the... Oh man, a good thing I picked that up. So what the enemies do... Oh boy, that would have been a bad one to miss. The enemy's script. Do we have a death signal? Do we have any signals? I don't think so. This is a really scrappy script. Signal on death. We don't even need to tell it anything. Probably itself, actually. It's going to emit an object. It'll just be itself. Enemy. Right. Character body 3D. And then what we want to do is the enemy spawner. We want to when we spawn an enemy, when we're setting stats, so enemy to spawn dot on death. It's not a function. Dot connect, and then we want to bind enemy to spawn. Right. That's dot bind. Am I doing that wrong? I put the function here on enemy death. Create a function. Enemy, it's a character body 3D. It returns void. And all it does is it will find that particular object in Zombeez. So Zombeez dot erase and the enemy, right? Okay, cool. We should be able to find out. We'll do a little printout. Do a sneaky little printout. Enemy. Not existent function dot bind in based int. Frickin' hell. Why don't it work? Why am I so bad at the last point? It's almost 10 o'clock. I want to go to bed. Dot connect on death dot bind enemy to spawn. God damn it. Because it's not a character, because it's not a class, it's kind of hard for me to see if I'm... What did it say? Like... Not existent function bind in base int enemy to spawn. It binds an object to pass through the signal. So like the signal will pass in this. But I must be freaking it up because it's not doing it what I is connected. Connect. Did it just take me to like where? Callable.bind. You can provide additional arguments, but am I just getting the intent? This is what it should look like here. Okay. Dot connect on press dot bind. Okay. So that's how it should. I'm just getting a bit confused. Doink. Doink. Okay. Good. Okay. He's close by. I'm not emitting the signal. I forgot that bit. Enemy. On death. All the way down here in hit successful if health zombie death. On death dot emit, and then I guess I should just write self. I don't need to bind. I can just emit self, and then that's all good. So go back to the enemy spawner and take off the bind. I didn't even need to do that. If I just completed the entire thing rather than getting a little bit carried away. Where are you? There you are. Nice and close. Yeah, cool. Okay, I think that works. I'm going to need to quickly... I really want to have like a... So on the HUD, I've got like a couple of labels. Perhaps I can add another one real quick for like the number of zombies in the scene. Nah, it's too much. I want to test this. I'm going to have to do a quick little change of these. Wave number, time between waves, 0.1, spawn speed, 0.1, in the process function, print Zombeez dot size. The lag is real. And then you just die. I guess it works. It's hard for me to kill one before that actually starts happening. So let's just slow this down a bit. So I have about 50 seconds before they start killing me. Before the game gets too much for it to handle. Okay. The number goes down now at least. Oh shit, I don't think there's a way for me to escape. Excuse me, boys. I should probably lower the cap, because if my computer struggles at 37, like, we're fucked. Just lower the cap to 30. Okay, we've killed 2 zombies now. Okay, so 31, and we've got pretty big frame drop. You got to test the cap on a build. Oh, you're right, actually. So the only other thing that we haven't fixed is the upgrades. So how they look. Ding. The confirm button, the P1 button. See the anchors like there? It's probably messing up how that looks. Can we go like that? That's probably better. If I just go full rect, it should be fine. That's why that one always worked, because it was done correctly. Okay, now okay, so let's do a quick little sneaky build with the crazy settings so that we can quickly test how things are looking. Export project. Override it. Let's see the performance. I'm running out of time, guys. Let's try to get everything. I'm not going to be able to level up with this level of zombie attack. I just want to kill one. 2. Okay, for the lag. It's not. I'm dead. Man, I'm gonna have to drop it to 20. I don't like that. The problem is, I think this function here gets kind of crazy because it's overtime plus 1, and then I'm constantly going through them and calling this function every single second. I get the feeling that it wouldn't be so bad if it was on a lower tick rate, but it's hard to test. We'll figure it out because I'm probably going to come back and keep working on this. Watch them go crazy. They're going to start getting really fast. At least it runs now. Still lagging? Game over. I think it's this function here. But yeah, I'm actually going to bump that cap back up to 30 and just change these numbers to like a lower spawn speed, because calling that function every 1 second is a lot. Time between waves. I think that's probably the main part of it. And then there's probably a better way I can do this, like emit a signal rather than looping through the array. I don't know. Yeah. That's probably faster, right? So instead I can put a function. I've got the function set stats, and so I can instead get a signal called overtime. Right? And there's a variable called overtime. We still want to calculate that, so overtime on overtime. And we're going to emit like an amount. It's an int. Okay. And the enemies to spawn. So we're going to go on overtime.connect, and it's going to be enemy to spawn.set stats. And so when we emit that signal, it will be called, and then instead of 4Z in Zombeez, just comment that out, we are going to go on overtime dot emit, and it'll just be wave number +1 plus overtime. I set the numbers back to slow, so should really have made these export variables. Gonna hit that cap, still lagging. If I turn this off, what happens when we hit the cap? I'm pretty sure it's this function getting called so often. Yeah, so now it's fine. So this is really like the issue. This on overtime emit wave number +1, because it makes the zombies move really quickly. And because of that, they're like continuously updating their position, right? I don't know. So I think a part of it is actually because we're doing this so quickly, it lags. And so we're kind of tricking ourselves into knowing. So like the only real way is to survive with like 50 zombies. It's just going to take too long. So I'm going to trust the system, or make myself invincible and just wait like a long time for it to get to 30 zombies. Player. This is the only way. It's going to take ages. Yep. Is what it is. I'll turn the sound off so we don't have to listen to it. Okay. 7 zombies. We only have to get to 30. Do you want some Coke? I'm pretty sure that says Coke. It might be like an infringement there. Try to raise the cap to a higher number and see. Yeah, well, since I can't die, might as well just like wait it out. The thing is, I think it might still run into issues because how it works is every wave, the spawn speed gets faster and faster. So we're still running into that like 0.1 second realm anyway. So I need to probably start a timer that like instead of like saying like every time there's a tick of a spawn enemy, increase their speed and damage. Instead, I'd say start a timer for 5 seconds. If you know what I mean. We've got the troop of zombies. Excuse me, boys. Because it's getting called so frequently, that's why it's becoming an issue. Excuse me, I know you guys like me, but next wave. We're up to 33. A cap variable. We're starting to lag still. Like 30 is still a lot of zombies to deal with. We're getting some issues. But overall, it's not too bad. And that's before we even account for the fact of that signal. So I really think the cap should be 30. And then we go, get. We create a function called func overtime. Overtime function. Overtime emit. Overtime tick. I don't know. It sounds weird. Just put these overtime +1. And then we overtime on emit. And then here we create a timer. And this will be the last thing I do. I've got to export this and upload it so that I actually have something. I won't submit it. I'll wait until tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'll work on art in the morning, but I need to have a product like uploaded. Where's my enemy spawner? Create another timer and call it overtime. Over timer, that's fine. And we'll have a timeout and we'll connect to the enemy spawner. And it's going to be not a one shot, it's just set to 5 seconds. And then in this if statement, I'll go if I need to get access to it. So I'll come up to the top and I will get access to it. Over timer is stopped. Then start. Overtimer dot start. And then on overtime, a timeout, overtime tick. All right. Yeah, it's the collisions probably. It is what it is. I've had way more stuff on like spawned in doing like pathfinding and never had this issue. So it's something to investigate. It's probably because they're always trying to get a path, a direction. I could probably set avoidance up. I don't know. We'll play around with it later on because I am curious, but that's it. What's it angry at? Over narrowing conversion. Who cares? All right. That's it. How do I test? We go back to doing it really quickly, of course. And then that's it. We're done. If this doesn't improve it, which I don't think it will, not by much anyway, then it is what it is. Okay, we have 31 zombies. We're not lagging at all. But as you know what, it probably is collision because as they become a bunch, we start to get stuttering. This is a lot better though. Yeah, it's got to be the collisions, right? What if they didn't collide with each other? Nah, that would be gross. It is a big improvement though. If I enable avoidance, will it improve or make it worse? I'm pretty sure there's a performance cost. Right? Why do these problems? It's like I can't put it down. Like I just got to like give up and say that like that's it. Still though, I think we've made a big difference with that tick, with that timer, making them not upgrade so fast. Ugh. They're not attacking me. So even though that is actually an improvement in performance, they're no longer attacking. So I have to turn that off. All right, yeah, we gotta leave it there. It's a problem. It's probably to do with sprites as well. Like I was thinking before, there definitely is a performance hit when I look at the zombies. So, all right, you're gonna lose the game when it gets to 30 zombies because they're gonna be coming at you and you're gonna be lagging so hard that you won't be able to do nothing. All right, like let's wrap it up. So let's just reset some of these variables because otherwise it's gonna be incredibly unfun. 5 seconds between waves, 5 seconds starting spawn speed, and the player character does not have 100 million health, but rather just 100. Okay. All right then. Project settings. Let's do an export. This is project settings. What's the name of the game? Zombie game. Zombeez Survivor. Okay, that's fine. Save, export. We'll do a Windows for now. Save, okay. Exporting it. There's a bunch of errors, that's fine. Let's do a quick test. Let's zip this up and create a project, and then I'll finish the art tomorrow morning beforehand. Where are the zombies? the audio kind of annoys me. It's too loud. I've got it totally turned off for you guys, actually. Oh shit, almost lost. I forgot to get rid of the bunch of printouts, but it is what it is. This is working now. You can suddenly sprint. Great. This button is no longer working. Oh no, I never clicked it. I'm just maining a knife because it's the most OP weapon. It's kind of annoying against these guys because you have to take the hit. Increase weapon damage by 100%. That might be too good not to take for this knife. It's so good. Sprint duration, it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna upload it, but I'm not gonna actually like submit it, if that makes sense. I just want to have something there tomorrow. If I don't get time, or if I sleep in or whatever, it's late for me, and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so. Too easy, boys. This game is... I got knife main. We've got a couple of stuck boys. Is what it is. How much damage do I take? Not that much. Sprint duration. Knife too good. These are the only guys that I can't get away from. Weapon damage again. Obviously. Explosive knife. I'm actually pretty sure this doesn't work. It does something. How did it get that twice in a row? See how it goes off into like that direction? It just kills them instantly. Be honest, I think that was low-key kind of a downgrade. Oh, but it was doing a lot of damage, and these guys are pretty tanky now. AK-47. Yes. I think the only thing this is really lacking in terms of like what would be good for a game jam is like knowing how much damage and how many zombies you've killed. Because it's kind of like ego, right? I killed X amount of zombies. I guess I can say that you made it to wave 8, level 13. There's not even anything that tells you at the end. So it's definitely lacking in terms of like... They're moving quick now. But that's okay, because I'm basically invincible. I guess I'm reducing zombie speed. I didn't know that it could actually affect. And also, there's no feedback for the explosive weaponry. That's kind of like not very satisfying. Oh shit, here they come. Increase. Too much damage. I don't think I could ever lose. Next wave. Something bugged. Oh no, here it goes. Zombies? They're just not spawning. What the heck? It's got to do with that cap. Unless there's somewhere that I can't see, there's like zombies. I don't know what happened. How's it going? Okay, so for whatever reason, after the cap, it's got to do with the cap, right? Or they're spawning somewhere where I don't know. I actually don't know, and I'm out of time. So I guess after wave 10 you win. We'll go with that. That's fine. I am curious to fix it though. Okay. Yeah, let's get a project uploaded. Because I want to go to sleep. And I just need to have something there just in case. Yo, it's a pretty fat game. Wait. 100 megabytes. 84. Dashboard. Create project. Upload new project. Zombie survivor. Optional. How long can you survive? Shown when we link your project. Yeah, that's fine. Classification, games, downloadable, released, fine. Yeah, whatever. Upload. Documents. Godot. Exports. Zombies. Windows. Zombie survivor. Kill zombies and don't die. I guess it's an action game. FPS. Godot. Zombies. Survive. Survival? Horror? Yeah, let's call it that. App Store links, none. Download, install instructions, draft. Cool. Wait for that to upload. Cool. So if I frick up and something goes wrong, what just happened? Is that it? Yep, we're uploading it. We're calling it. It's due in 8 hours, and I want to sleep for that amount of time. Actually, I'll wake up before this, but I don't want to do too much in terms of like coding. Maybe I'll try to fix that problem. I don't know. But I need to have a page ready to go so that I can submit. I think it ends at 7 a.m. for me, right? All right. Where's that page gone? Still uploading. It's probably... Oh, that's going to make my stream stutter like crazy, actually. Oh, well. It is what it is. While we're waiting for that, I guess we say that's probably it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. A 3-hour session, that's pretty long. I've been streaming a lot lately, eh? So if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, give us a follow. That's always super appreciated. I should probably do my Twitch page up a bit so it looks a little bit more professional, but right now it's pretty jank. As always, video projects, just pre-roll ads are disabled for 41 minutes. I don't know what that means. Patreon supporters. Patreon. Shout out number 5. Thank you for supporting me. Jips has a Color Pants Wrap, Big Green Nike, and Bricky T. You're always appreciated. You basically, if you join my Patreon, or if you become a YouTube member, and I suppose a Twitch member, I don't know how I would manage that, but I don't see why I wouldn't, but I would give you a copy of the FPS Pro, which is an FPS template for Godot, and also time. If you're a top subscriber, you will be able to talk to me privately about your projects, and maybe I can help, maybe I can't. Executable, Windows, yada yada yada. Okay, save as draft. Save and view page. Cool. Zombeez Fiber. So it's there, right? 81 megabytes. It's pretty big. Excellent. Okay. That is me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Let's listen to some Pyromania on the way out. Let's crank that up. And I guess here as well. Is that loud? I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.